Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. First of all, please excuse the sound. I don't have my regular mic with me right now, okay? But I needed to get this message out to you guys. We are, according to the Arcturians, metabolizing an insane amount of light codes right now, okay? And in fact, in their words, or rather their words through me specifically, okay? They're saying we are metabolizing light codes at an unprecedented rate. That's how they put it. Okay, for many of you, this is not going to be news. You know that you are or have been not only receiving light codes and the activations coming in back to back, but you can feel that you're taking on more than you have in the past. Many of you, okay? And so, but the Arcturians are saying it's even more than we realize. They're saying you've been metabolizing larger amounts of this code at one time than you have been accustomed to receiving. So they're saying the use of the word integration is still actually appropriate. But, and I'll quote them here for a second. However, we wish to use the word metabolizing to better describe what is happening not only in your etheric field, but in your physical body. Your physical body has been absorbing and learning how to metabolize, okay, so use or convert this light that it's receiving in order to aid its shift in structure. So they're talking really completely right now about the physical structure that we can touch and feel. But when I asked about the word convert, they said it is converting light into more specific code for very particular functions, specific functions. They're saying your systems have already begun to operate differently. Now, they're saying that this process is going to be very subtle, but become more apparent in time, like as time and our perception moves forward. And they're talking about the way that we operate differently. But now many of you, even a month ago, you may already be able to tell a huge difference in the way that your body, now we're just talking about the physical structure. We haven't even made it back to what's going on with our senses beyond the third dimension. We are talking about the physical operation of the body, and those two systems will actually be much more in conjunction moving forward because of this physical light integration, this metabolizing of light codes into the physical body. So they're saying the shift in your physical body is going to allow it to tolerate the development of this new physical environment that you are creating. Another way to look at this is that, so these two things, so your creation, right? So the physical environment, these worlds that you are now creating with your energy, with your mind's eye, your will. So one is going to complement the development of the other. Your body integrating these light codes at the rate that they're integrating them and now metabolizing them in such a way is going to complement the ability to physically perceive this environment that you're creating. Okay, so sit with that for a minute because these are a lot of words being said right now. And so the intention here is to direct you toward your mind's eye, to visualize, to introduce a picture into your consciousness of all of the possibilities moving forward, your ability to direct your future, to direct the evidence of your processes into your physical environment. We are the Arcturians. Okay, so the Arcturians decided to come in and even clarify that a little further because it can be a little complicated. For those of you who are a little bit newer, I will have a transcript in the description box below, okay, always. And I'll probably have most of this also on screen. So no worries, and you can read it again and again, and please do. What you experience visually or the words that come to you is actually going to be your truth. That's what's happening for you. Trust yourself, okay? All right, and so they're saying as your physical body better tolerates this incoming light and absorbs it at a faster rate, your budding new creations, that's how they put it, those worlds that you have solidly agreed that you and the whole of humanity, by the way, are worthy of, will even more easily come into physical existence alongside your body. The quantum interactions between your bodies and your environments will more readily support further expansion into these higher heart frequencies that we are engaging now so readily. They're saying within these frequencies, you will see yourselves more as the whole than the part. Okay, so this is a big deal, what they're talking about right here. Okay, but don't get nervous. You're still going to retain your, and they call it loving individuality. I'm quoting them. So they say, do not worry here that you will somehow be swallowed, is the way that they put it. Okay, so you're not going to be swallowed by this large consciousness, but you will have your individuality, but you will be more easily connected in. They're saying this higher heart frequency will merely allow you to more naturally create things needed for the entire whole. Even the operations of your bodies will more naturally lend themselves to this. So this is huge because the very processes that your body endures, goes through, cycles through. Endure, I'm getting, is actually the wrong word. They're saying it's too heavy a word. It's not going to feel like it has to endure something as this process goes on. It will get easier at a certain point. We will reach a point where it will come down the other side of the mountain, if that makes sense. Okay, we'll reach a peak, in other words. This will take some years. This is not soon from what I'm getting. But yeah, we will definitely reach an enormous peak, and then it will be, it's not even coming down the other side of a mountain from what they're showing me. It's more like a plateau, like a steady balance of things, but it will be comfortable. But basically, the process that your body naturally goes through is going to complement this higher frequency world automatically. They're saying, so this is what is happening as you more quickly and thoroughly metabolize and integrate this light. So that is the message, beautiful souls. I hope that it makes sense to you. It's a little bit wordy. It's not too bad, but it's a little wordy. So you may want to read through it. But yeah, we have been getting so many upgrades, reaching so many of those pinnacles. And then we have been at these little steady balances, right? Little plateaus, but they're brief. And then in comes another activation. Well, this is why our bodies and our fields are already ready for more. We're calling it in. And of course, the planetary alignments reflect what we're calling in. Think about it this way. Space and time are merely perceptual. So even though it looks like these planetary alignments were predicted months ago, years ago, remember, there is no time. Okay? All right, there is no time. We have collectively collapsed timelines, if you all remember. So let go of the need to adhere to the definition of time as we have known it. We'll still experience time, but we will be experiencing it differently. And in fact, there are messages coming about how it's going to be more important to let go of the old way of not only perceiving time, but our expectations, because it's very limiting. And, whether or not you're experiencing symptoms, for instance, like we call them ascension symptoms, but yeah, it's integrating all of this code and it's your field expanding and your body shifting. Whether or not you experience the symptoms does not really determine whether you're expanding. It depends on our purpose, our path. What did we agree to experience? What did we want to experience in this body? All of that plays into this. But on some level, if you're here, you are integrating this light. You are expanding. Okay, love you so much. Beautiful souls. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. Namaste.